Morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday morning. It's 40 degrees here in the upper Miami Valley. Going to warm up to be in the upper 50s. And in the studio with me right now, I have Scott Barr from Habitat for Humanity with Habitat Chat, brought to us by Lockhart Incorporated. Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Good morning. Happy Friday and happy November.
Yeah, I just changed the calendar. It's
Absolutely.
November.
I think the month knew because the weather changed. So if it didn't feel like fall before, it feels like fall now.
Yes.
So good to be here again to give an update of the amazing things happening at Habitat for Humanity. And, I like to always start because, again, it's hard to believe we're just 2 months into this build and where we're at and Piqua. And, today we're going to have a crew on there that's going to finish up a few pieces of siding so the outside's done. This week, we've had Miami County Drywall, which the owners are Ben Denlinger and Blake Budding, and they were in hanging the drywall with their crews, and it's all hung. So now the mudding is going to start, and all of the sanding and all of so that we are hoping over the weekend and into next week, and next weekend is done. So that, as crazy as it sounds, that Monday, the 11th or 12th, whatever that date is, we're going to be doing the interior work. The cleanup starts of the flooring and getting the mud out of there, and then you're starting the priming, and you're starting the flooring and the lighting, and so it's just amazing that we're going to be, about 10 weeks in and starting interior, which is really your rounding third and heading home. So really excited about that. Also this week, and again, they worked with their supplier for all of the drywall to be donated for the project.
Nice.
So another gift as the community continues to support this. And then Carl's Home Improvements, they donated the labor and they hung the soffits this week. So the downspouts are in, nice and white. They look great outside the blue siding and the cedar wrap. And so, again, another productive week this week. Next week's going to be mostly, the mudding and the sanding. It takes time to do that and dry and do it again. We are grading the dirt, so it's starting to, look like a yard, and that's going to get us set up for, Matt Homan and Dickie's Lawn Care to come in and work with the Upper Valley Career Center's lawn care or the lawn landscaping crew, and they're going to work on the outside of the home. And so within 2 weeks, we're going to definitely see big changes on the outside of the house. So just great things happening. Can't say thank you enough to, the staff, the companies, the volunteers, the students, everybody wrapped around this build. We can't do it without them. And the family is putting in significant sweat equity hours on the actual job site every single week. So it's going great. In regards to the applications, the window closed yesterday. We have approximately 20 applications that we will start to review. There are 2 phases of that process, and the first process in the first phase is in-house, and that is where the bankers start looking at the cash flow and running the credit bureaus and running the background checks and the sex offender registries and ensuring, is their ability to pay? Do they meet within the income guidelines of 30 to 80% median household income? Has there been frequency or recent collections? And so we'll see how many make it through phase 1 that will go over to phase 2, which is the community and board members that will start to narrow those down and do some visits with the families and meet them, and then go out and actually look at home visits and look at current living conditions, because their job then is to determine which families currently have the greatest need. And so you do that by doing inspections and meeting the families and doing the interviews. So that process is done. I was very pleased with the response within the 45-day window and the families that got all of the applications and the required documents in. So, when we come back from break after a radio song, we're going to talk about the home repairs, as we have, 2 in process, one that wrapped up yesterday, one that's in the middle of process next week, and then we'll talk about the amazing things happening at the Restore.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Coming up next, Tiffany and I Think We're Alone Now, and more Habitat Chat with Habitat for Humanity of Miami and Shelby County, brought to you by Lockhart Incorporated. Hits 105.5. That was Tiffany, and I think we're alone now. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday morning. It's 40 degrees here in the Upper Miami Valley, mostly dark and cloudy, gloomy. Looking outside the studio window, kind of warm up to be in the upper 50s. In the studio with me, I have Scott Barr from Habitat for Humanity of Miami and Shelby County, and we're going to continue Habitat Chat, which is brought to us by Lockhart Incorporated. Good morning.
Good morning again. And we continue to be blessed with receive funding for our home repair program. And so, if you're a homeowner out there and there's been a project that you just don't have the financial means or the ability to do, and you own your home outright, it is an actual home, not a trailer, you're in that 30 to 80% the median household income, it might be a project that our team can look at. And we're doing doors and windows and flooring, and we'll exception roofs based on the condition, a lot of walk-in showers and ramps. And we just signed a memorandum of understanding with Sydney First United Methodist Church, and their trustees team are going to be joining us and helping do home repair projects. We just completed one this week in Piqua that included a hot water heater replacement to bring hot water back into the home for seniors. And, their bathroom had some water damage. And so, we fixed all of the drywall and the ceiling and a vent. And they had 2 sinks that had some small leaks that we were able to easily replace and replace the toilet. And so that project's complete. They're ecstatic with the work that was done. We're now moving to Troy, and we have a property that we've already had a contractor in there to replace a furnace, and we're going in there, we're rerouting a sink for handicap accessibility to allow the homeowner to be able to maneuver around the bathroom and get to the toilet and get to the walk-in shower that's already there. We're going to be doing some railing, a front door, a window in the basement to stop water from coming all the way down into the basement, some drywall repairs. And so that project should be wrapped up next week. And so that's number 16 and 17 for us for the year. We're still looking at one in Piqua that we'll end up doing. So a lot of work that we've done in year one, knowing that we launched it this year, no home repairs done last year, and that we have a good amount of funding still left for both Miami and Shelby County, and certainly Troy, as I have a lot of restricted money that we've received specifically for Troy to do home repairs. But again, we have funding available for both Shelby and Miami County. So if you're interested in learning more or wondering how to get an application, you can contact the office at 937-332-3763, and any of the staff members can answer your questions and email or mail you an application to be completed. In the Restore, we are getting donation drop-offs, and our truck has been extremely busy, so much so that we're continuing to have furniture and lighting 50% off right now. Great sales that are going on. We had a fantastic month of October with sales. Things are changing in there every day on inventory. So if you've not been down there, come on down on Main Street there, right behind McDonald's and Subway. Or you can, donate, and we will bring the truck up all the way here to anywhere in Shelby County. We're up weekly. You can call the Restore at 937-703-9683. We pick up large furniture. We pick up cabinets, items that you just can't get in your vehicle to get down there. We'd love to come up and pick those up, and know that every sale is supporting Habitat, keeping money local, repurposing the furniture and the items, just all good wins for our community. So again, the number for the Restore, again, 937-703-9683. And always looking for volunteers. And right now we have an opening for a part-time construction employee. So if you're semi-retired, you're retired, you have a lot of flexibility, and you'd love to do 2 to 3 days a week, we'd love to consider talking to you about your skill sets and whether it's a match. And you can contact me at 937-332-3763 about that construction employee position.
Yeah, and also that volunteer at the Restore too, correct?
Volunteer everywhere,
Yes.
home repairs and restore. And we've actually added a few volunteers in the past couple weeks in both of those areas, and they're doing great. And so we've got a couple new reliable, very engaged volunteers, both at the restore and in the home repair. So a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah, I love it. You just keep growing and growing. I love that.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That was Habitat Chat with Habitat for Humanity of Miami and Shelby County. Thank you so much. It was brought to us by Lockard Incorporated. Well, thank you, Scott. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You have a great weekend.
Hey, you too. Coming up next, Lisa and the Cult Jam with Lost in Emotion. It's Hits 105.5.